Welcome to FabWorks Live with Dave and Ado, two guys that don't have a clue what the hell they are talking about, but manage to get away with it every single time. So, without further ado, on with the Fabulous Show.
You still that song? You love that song?
I do. Makes me want to put my assless chaps on. You know what I'm saying? Woohoo!
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing okay. You know, how you doing, my man?
Wired like a microwave today. I'm excited about tonight's show.
Me too, man. I am excited,
folks. Let me tell you, we got another good one lined up for you tonight. A lot of you guys know who he is. We're going to be introducing him just in a little bit, but not just yet. But oh my gosh, the stuff that this guy has built is unreal.
Crazy.
So we're excited to have him on the show.
Long overdue, right?
Yeah, absolutely long overdue.
Yeah.
But hey, he's here. All right.
Yeah, we got him.
We got him. He's here with us. That's awesome.
And we got him for a whole hour.
A whole hour, and so do our viewers. You guys get to experience Ron from CG-RTIST and all the beautiful work that he does.
Raw,
yeah, he's awesome. All right,
uncut.
We're delivering it to you. All right, so Dave, what do you think? Should we bring Ron up? He's back in the green room. Should we bring him up?
Let's get straight to the action, my man.
Straight to the action. All right, folks. Without further ado, here's Ron. CG-RTIST.
Where is he?
I don't know. Where can he be?
Oh,
there he is. Great entrance.
Yeah. There he is.
What could I have done?
Yeah.
No, that was good.
Hey, Ron, how you doing?
I'm good. Good.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Oh, it's an honor for us to have you here. I know our viewers are going to go absolutely bananas seeing all the beautiful work. Yeah, all the work you've done and are doing and will do. So, folks, let's get ready for this. Dave, you ready to throw some questions at Ron and see how he responds to his questions?
Ooh, I'm out.
Do that? He's up.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Do you want to go first or I go first? How do you want to do it?
Why do you always do this to me, man? I love you. Okay. I'll go first this time. How about that?
Do it. Go. You go first.
All right, Ron. I've known you for a long time. Mm-hmm. And I think I've known you just as long as you had that K2SO that you started. Are you ever going to finish it?
Ooh, wow. It's funny you say that because my wife was like, hey, when are you ever going to finish that? And every time she goes in a room, the legs are sitting off to the side. The heads and the torso and everything are sitting in a box. And she's like, hey, legs, hey, head, will he ever finish you? And I'm like, every day. So
that poor little thing.
I know. You know what the problem is? There's this fear of messing it up, and I know I have a ton of sanding ahead of me. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So the
don't lie.
Answer,
that's the only thing holding you back. Yeah, I know it.
The short answer, maybe. The real answer, yes, I will finish it. Probably not this year, though. This will be sometime next year. Like most makers, I've moved on to a different project.
Yeah. It happens, man.
It does happen.
We get excited and shiny. The other part of that question is, will we be seeing an evil R2 from now on instead of K2SO?
Ooh. One from the Empire.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Sadly, no. I'm actually going for traditional R2, only because.
Really?
Yeah. When I have company over, or if I take them to work during our Star Wars May the 4th day, everyone knows R2, right? I mean, everyone will they'll hear the sounds and be like, what the hell is that coming from? And they'll come in there and they'll see this thing live and they'll be like, oh my God, and they instant recognition. If I go with not off, I should say, but another droid, especially like an Imperial one, while it'll fit good in the theme, it won't, that's not why I'm building it. I'm kind of showing off.
Are you going to go all out and have radio controls and audio and all that stuff?
Yep.
You're going to have the little drill that comes out.
Yeah, the little claw. Yeah, all of it. I'm planning
grabbing little kids, pulling them around.
Yep. Actually, I'm going to be building 2 of them, so we'll talk about that later.
Oh wow, nice, sweet, awesome door that you came through. Are you going to be adding any more doors? Yeah.
So I have one just beyond this door out there. You can't quite see it, but I think I had an Instagram where I showed it. It's the door leading into the entry area, then leading into this door. So 2 of them. Now
we're going to be showing
so far.
Yeah, we're going to show those doors here tonight.
Yep.
We have that lined up. All right. Yeah. Time for my questions. All right, Ron, here we go. Who or what inspired you to get into prop making and room building?
So it started with just a search on the internet, and you look over to the right and there's like these little columns. Someone made a full-on themed theater room that was in the Batman universe. It was this giant Batman cave. It had the outfit sitting off to the side, stalagmites and all. And I thought, it had the chairs, it had the screen, and it was like it transformed that room to making you think you were in the Batcave. Wow. And so I was like, that's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. So then I looked further into that, and of course, you go down the rabbit hole, and then I saw Star Trek ones, Star Wars ones, which I instantly fell in love with. Just sci-fi ones. There was even one that was this full-on pirate ship, like the whole deck of a pirate ship, and you were sitting there in the theater on this ship. I mean, it was just, and I was hooked at that point and thought, if I only had a room I could mess with. And at the time, we were in a townhome, and I thought, okay, well, I definitely wanted into a basement. So I was like, hon, we're gonna pack. We need to find a house that has a finished basement. So when we came to this house in our search, the way it works is you come down the stairs, there's the full basement. And then when you get all the way to the back end of the basement and make a hard right, there's this little entrance area and this room that they were touting as a bedroom because they decided to build a little closet here that you could knock over just by blowing on it. And I was like, this is it. This is the one. I just want this room. I don't care about the other house. I just, the rest of the house. I want this room. And so we bought this, and then I just started on it.
So that was only a little bedroom. It looks huge.
Well, the closet made it look a little smaller, but it was the perfect size, and it was enough where it was out of the way from the rest of the house. You just wouldn't know it until you came around the corner and was like, "Damn, what the hell?"
Sweet.
All right, out of curiosity, this is a thing. I've seen your videos, I've seen all your stuff, and you're posting, you're building inside this shop. Now, this thing looks massive. Is that your garage?
That is the garage. So we moved. Well, I've since bought a truck, which I can't fit in the garage. So it sits outside, and then my wife's car sits over to the left. And then when I'm doing stuff, I move her car out, and then I have the whole 2-car garage all to myself, which I've kind of taken over on one half of it. She has a little section, and I have took over everything.
Right. That's fantastic. Sweet. All right. The other thing I have for you, it says, what is your favorite planet in the Star Wars universe?
Favorite planet? I think because I'm conditioned here being in Illinois, I'm going to say Hoth. It's an ice planet. There's snow, and I'm just conditioned to like snow for some odd reason.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I moved to San Francisco and then choose to move back to Illinois. So
I pick Hoth too because I'm in freaking Florida and it's hot. And at least in my mind, I can cool off. But are we going to see any props build that represent Hoth in your build?
Yep. Yeah? So outside this door, there's a video that I have where I made these 3 shadow boxes, and I plan to make some dioramas that go in there. And one of them will be based in on the Hoth planet. So,
Nice.
Yep.
All right. That's going to be cool, man.
I mean, how easy is it? I just go outside, get the snow, put it in there, and done.
Yeah, you're done.
Instant weathering, diorama. Except for the yellow snow. I won't use that portion of it, but done.
That's awesome. Wampa yellow snow. There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit of Mod Podge over top and some spray. You're good.
Yep.
All right. All right, folks, we're going to get into his build. We're going to take you through this journey, it's unbelievable. Now, we're only giving you a small glimpse into Ron's world, just a smidge. So a lot of the stuff you're going to have to go to his channel, and we'll put all the links for his channels and all that later on, and check out his work. It's unbelievable, fantastic properly. So let's start with the beginning, which is picture number one. This CNC machine, and you're building, I believe, is a Star Wars door in this one, correct?
That's right. Yep. So yeah, I started off. If you watch the channel, you'll see multiple CNC machines. You start off with one, and then you catch the bug, and then you sell that one, and then you get another one that's even bigger. Then you're like, I can't fit a full door on there. So you sell that one off, and then I went to a site called openbuilds.com, which is basically like Lego, but in the CNC and CNC world. So you can make whatever type or size CNC you want. And that's when I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make one that I can at least get most of this door right on there and etch it all out in one, in one shot. So
okay, I'm gonna need that link because I would love to see it because I'm itching to get a CNC.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, for sure, absolutely. Okay, next photo. I guess we're going to transition to the next pic, but this is a slight change because the door that's behind you, it's what's now there. The photo that we have here, we're going to show is, I guess, the beginning versions of it.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So here's the photos, folks. Kind of walk us through this. Now, the material you're using here is MDF.
Right. So actually, the door on the left, that one there that has the emblem already in it, that one is on the other side. That's the other door. The one where I'm holding the emblem, that's this door. This is what I was holding right here. I just so with me, you'll see a progression because either I don't know how to do something at first. So in that's when I just did the whole thing. And then, or I've messed up so much that I'm like, I'm going to have to make that a little bit smaller to fit in there just right. Nothing's worse than when you go up, you've got everything built, and then you're like, oh no, I measured 3 times. How is this bigger or smaller? So that's why these are 2 separate pieces.
Okay. Now, Dave, I don't know if you noticed, that's not a Star Trek door.
It's not?
No.
Really?
Because we all know Star Trek doors are 2 of them that open up.
Oh,
that's right. What? You're ruining my dreams here.
Of course, if this was a true Star Wars door, it would be something that lifts, but then it would go into the living room, and the wife wouldn't be too pleased about that one.
But it still looks like it could kill you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that automatically makes it a Star Wars door.
Yeah. Well, if you step in front of it, it'll know enough to go, oh wait, there's a human idiot there. Let me open back up. Go ahead, idiot, get through.
Hold on. How does it know? How does it know that I'm there?
Now, did you do the same way that Dave did his? It's with hydraulics and stuff like that, or
no,
how did you?
That's way too complex for me. I actually bought something that is supposed to normally be for patio doors, or letting your pet out. So like they have a thing where you can put a mat on the ground. Your dog walks on the mat and it opens the door instantly. Or the way they show it on the site, the woman has the tray full of lemonade and stuff. Her hands are full. She can't possibly try to maneuver the door. So all she has to do is just get in front of the sensor and it just opens up. And I thought, yep, I know a better application for that.
There you go.
And I don't know.
And it looks awesome.
Actuators and pumps. And
yes, you do.
That's too much for me. That's way above my pay grade.
You can figure everything out on YouTube, Ron.
Got a point there. You can. But all right, next photo lined up. Here we go. We're going to be slowly transitioning into the room that he's in right now, which is this one. I love those panels. I love the lighting. Walk us through this. How did you get this? Now your wiring must be insane.
Yeah, it's all in the ceiling, hidden away, so you'll never see it. But I know, I'll never tell. No. So the panels that you see, that's way before I even knew what a CNC was. That's all painstakingly cut out with a underpowered jigsaw. And just it kind of, because it's a repeating pattern, you just repeat, trace, repeat, put a ruler down, and just cut. And I say underpowered because it's one of those multi-tools where you can take the head off and put now a sawzall on there, I had a jigsaw portion on there, and it wasn't a true jigsaw. So
Oh, wow.
it moved super slow. So which actually helped in the accuracy. I didn't, rush through it. I was just going slowly and just
Oh, that's
patiently.
true.
Every day after work, I'd be like, okay, I'll check off which panels we're working on and what needs to be left. And I'd be like, okay, I need 8 more of that piece, 5 more of that piece, 2 more of that big piece. Okay, let's go. And I would just, get out there in the hot garage and knock it out. And then the columns, after I got the walls up, I'm like, I need something extra. I need something, because I knew I wanted to put LEDs just everywhere. And I'm like, well, nothing screams Empire more than the oval lights there. So I decided to make that. And then I finally got the CNC, and that's when I made the background part, the part that goes around the door that you're seeing, that area there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, how long has been this project in the making?
Yes.
How long has it been?
So I started this. This was one of those pandemic, I'm bored type project. So that's what kind of started it. I'd say it took, the initial build was about 6 months to a year. And of course, like anything like this, you're constantly changing and adding on. And as a matter of fact, I'd already built this and I had no vision to put this on YouTube. So that's why when you look at my videos, the very first one is just kind of showing off that it's made. And then it wasn't until Brian from the Smuggler's Room came in and did the Geek of the Week and featured my room.
Right.
And then I mentioned to him, well, the back wall is not exactly what I want to do. I want to change it. And that's where I started my whole YouTube career right there. I
remember that was the one where you're like.
So, that's what started it. What's that?
Okay.
Isn't that the video where you're like this?
Yeah.
And you go, yes.
Yep. And that's exactly what happened. I looked at it like, man, there's things I want to do with it, because I didn't have a sliding door. I put a barn door up, and that's not sci-fi-y enough,
Right.
And I was like, I'm going to go all out. I'm going to build a wall that this door can go into. I want a screen there that, so I had some crazy ideas, and then the skill level went up. So I decided to do it. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to film this. Maybe someone would want to watch that. So.
Well, let's show folks, our viewers can see, I have about 3 to 4 photos lined up so they can see the interior of the room that you're in right now, that what you created. Folks, check this out. This is just unreal. This is photo number 1. And that's, I guess, the table as you come in. Right behind that is the chairs for the theater, right?
Right. So the goal originally was to have stadium seating. But if you've ever been in a theater, the screen is set low and the seats go up. And the only way you can do it right is if your feet are basically right next to that other person's head. And I just don't have the headroom in this, in this basement. If I had like 3 or 4 more feet deeper, I could do that. So then I thought, okay, well, how can I get more people to be in here? So I decided to put that table together. That's an IKEA tabletop. And then the base I made. And then I decided to put some bar stools there. So that way people can sit here and eat and everything. And then people in front could sit down and you wouldn't see their heads in front of the screen.
Wow. And now that screen, how big is that thing?
100 inches.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was bigger than that prior to all of this.
Really?
Yep. So what you're looking at there, those are the panels. Remember, all of that on the wall, all of that, that's all with a jigsaw.
Wow.
Okay. Officially we're going to Tony from Talking Bay 3270. We call him the
Jigsaw Jedi.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. How about Ron's going to
Ron's taking over that slot.
So that's all I had.
Well, Ron does like being the bad guy, so he could be like Jigsaw,
the Imperial
evil Jedi.
Yeah. Exactly. It would be Sith.
Yeah,
Sith Sawyer.
Yeah. It's funny. I didn't even have a circular saw, table saw. I didn't have anything. I just had my jigsaw when I made those wall panels. So anyone who's
I gotta see this tool,
so just know you could.
I gotta see this tool that you were talking about, where you can change the head. I never seen such a thing.
If you go on my website, you'll see, if you scroll down, there's a little video in there and you see my hand with that tool. That's the tool.
All right. I have to check that out.
All right. I got to tell you, mate, that's impressive. That the fact that you did that entire room with a jigsaw and some plywood and MDF. Oh my gosh.
That's the power.
Yeah.
Of the nerd.
Well, listen, folks.
Yes.
If this, now he's talented, don't get me wrong, but just with a jigsaw, you can do it as well. Anyone can do this.
Yeah.
You just got to apply yourself. You got to have a plan and you got to execute it. That is just beautiful room. I can hang out in there with you all day and just chill and watch movies.
And drink
beer. Cool. So come on down from Florida.
I will definitely. I need to go to Hoff.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. The next photo we got coming up. I want to show it. This is the door that you recently were working on. This thing is massive. But before I do that, I want to show a video of this door and the other door opening up. Folks, check this out. Here we go. Look at this thing. Now, whoop. Yeah.
That's to give them that wow factor when someone walks in front of the sensor, then that opens up to another room and they're like, damn.
Yeah. Are you going to be adding anything else to this, the big door, or are you leaving it just like that?
I have to do some detailing, some weathering, because that's actually something where it's supposed to lead to the outside or the fake outside, or maybe the shipping crate, maybe.
Yeah. Did he get those tools to drill through and license?
Shh, I told you not to talk about that here. We talked about this.
Sorry.
That is too awesome. Now
we can't cut that out. It was live.
No, we're done now.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what the door looked like before.
Good old MDF.
MDF.
I can smell it.
Yeah. Listen, I saw this video of you making this. This thing is massive.
Yep. Go big or go home. I don't know why. I love miniatures or mini city and dioramas. I absolutely love. When I start building, it's just this grand scale of things. I don't know. You know what it is growing up, I used to go to the Museum of Science and Industry here in Illinois, in Chicago, and they would have exhibits where people built these, places where if you walk in it, you just close your eyes for a moment and look up. Just much like Galaxy's Edge now, or the Nintendo world in Japan. It's like you're thrown into that universe, and for a second, you just look around. I wanted people to think they were in that just for a second,
Yeah.
So that's
get out of this crazy world for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, you did a fantastic job. I'll tell you that.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely. We commend you, sir.
Thank you. Can I get paid now?
Yeah, right.
Oh, this isn't about that. Sorry.
No.
Give it up for Ron. Do we have more pictures?
We do. All right. We're going to go in the next. Yeah. The next photo, it actually has 3 projects lined up. Okay. The first one, we're going to talk about the first one, which is the KTSO. Here we go. The K2SO.
K2SO.
The K2SO. This is a project you've been working on. I do have a video to show on that, so I'm going to take this screen off, and here it is. Oof.
That's like 7 foot tall, right?
A 7-1. Yep.
Woo!
Which adds to the fact that I don't feel like sanding that.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have his center plate in there. I just was so frantic that he was finally done printing. I decided to do that little video there.
Now, wouldn't you able to do on the K2SO? I think Smooth On carries a product that you can put on your 3D prints, and it kind of levels it off. Have you seen that on Smooth On?
Something 3000, right?
It's
try that. Does it make it all glossy and slimy looking?
It looks like it, but it's self-leveling,
and
it hides the print lines. So go. I'll send you the link to it.
Okay, cool.
It's from Smooth On, and it's made specifically for 3D prints.
Okay.
It's called XTC.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I know what you're talking
about. Oh.
Yeah.
Looks like we lost Ron.
He knew what we were talking about. And somebody censored him.
Yeah, K2SO just shut him off. All right. We'll wait for Ron to get back until where he goes.
He muted himself. Oh. He's back. He's back. He's messing with us now.
That was awesome. All right.
You're muted, Ron.
You're muted. You got to unmute yourself.
Ron, you're muted. Hit the unmute button.
You got it? No? All right, let me try. Wait. Sorry. There you go.
All right. Sorry about that.
There you go.
There's this robot, this 7-foot robot. He's back there messing with.
Did he get pissed?
Don't mind him.
I told you.
He's like, I told you not to show my picture.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was
We're gonna have
naked.
words after that.
Yeah, I was naked.
I was naked. You showed my bolts. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to go back to the picture we just showed a little while ago, and we're going to talk about the center part, which these greeblies that you put together.
Ah, yes.
Now, this project is finished, and folks, I don't think anybody's going to guess what those greeblies went to. I seriously doubt you will, but here, I'll give you the inside peek of what he did with those. This is cool.
Ooh.
There it is.
Now, was the machine already done and you just added the greeblies, or did you do the whole thing?
No, I did the whole thing from scratch. There's a video on that as well. I mean, everything.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Even the innards are on.
Yeah, even the innards. That's all in the video. I mean, wiring all the buttons up, getting them to work. Yeah, all of that.
Raspberry Pi?
You know, I started with the Pi. Man, my camera's gone off again. Hold on. I'm going to switch to a different camera.
Okay.
Oh, you can still hear the audio, though.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
All right. Give me a moment. I apologize for that.
No worries. All right, if I was already impressed with your room, you've taken it to the next level. Good.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. I thought he just built the cabinet or something, or added to the cabinet, right?
Yeah.
There we go. We'll use this camera. Not the best quality, but it gets the job done.
There you go. You're still
Still
good
hear me,
looking,
right?
man. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Take us through the process of building that thing, because good gravy.
Sure. Yeah. So there is a place or a site called the Geek Pub.
Okay.
And I looked at that first. That's where I first saw the whole setup. And then I forget the name of the other site. I even reached out to the guy to help me with some of the tools and stuff. But I decided, I mean, I grew up in the era where that was your entertainment. I mean, yeah, you had your Ataris and stuff, and they were like, yeah, it's got arcade quality. And you look at it, and it's like a square holding another square. Come on, man. So we would go to the arcade, and that was, that's what I grew up with. And they were always so damn expensive. I'm like, I will never own anything like that.
Right.
Then I was like, people make these things? So to get back to your question, Dave, I started with a Raspberry Pi, and then I decided to go ahead and go with a small computer instead. Because, you can buy refurbished computers pretty damn cheap. Right. And it's obviously more power, and then I can plug it up to the monitor. I guess you can with the Pi. But, I started with the Pi, and everything was sluggish, right? Right. I may not have had it set up correctly, but then I moved to a small PC.
No, here, folks, for those who, I see a couple of folks joining in now, this is what we're talking about. He made a full-size arcade and added these greeblies. Oh, it's just gorgeous. The fact that you did this from scratch, it is absolutely mind-blowing.
Thank you.
Phenomenal. And I personally, listen, I'm going to be honest. I said, okay, he bought it and he added these greeblies. That's cool. No.
Yeah.
You built the whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't see that part of the video, Ron. I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see that part of the video.
Yep.
Unfreaking believable. All right. We're going to go into a part of the show we call tooltips. I'm going to go with, because I guess I'm the one here with the tooltips today. Something that was new to me. I just got it this week. And this is a dream come true for every prop maker and even folks who do dioramas and do minis. Folks, Bob Smith, okay, and it's not a sponsored thing, I'm telling you, came out with an cyanoacrylate super glue for foam. Okay, yeah, for foam. Check this out. And it says, let me see if I can get it closer. On this side, it says 100% safe. I believe it's around here.
Is James in the house? Does he know about this?
Yeah. Now, this is a 2-ounce bottle. Okay, 2-ounce bottle, safe for foam, 100% safe for foam. This came out like $20. You could probably get the 1-ounce one for like $12-14. This, the 2 ounces on Amazon for about $20. It goes a long way because, again, it's thin and it's foam safe. Any kind of foam. I couldn't believe it. So
you try it?
I'm going to this weekend, and then I have another one that I got. I didn't bring that. It's actually down the shop. I'll probably do it on the next show. That cyanoacrylate it's safe for foam also, but it's flexible. So
wow, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, put it on EVA foam and bend it, and it won't rip.
Wow.
Or break. So now we have cyanoacrylate for all kinds of foam. So that the ones that we use for doing dioramas, 100% safe. Here it is. So go to your local hobby store or Amazon and purchase this. If you could go to your local hobby store, it'd be preferable because you bring their business to them.
Yeah, and use my affiliate link. I'm just kidding.
All right. So little tip from FabWorks.
When you had it up to the screen, I was like,
here, man. Here you go. Hey, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll do a giveaway on this one. On one of them.
Stop it. We're not giving away glue now, Ado.
Yeah, we're gonna give away glue. We're gonna give away everything.
Only toys and props.
Toys and props. That's all I can give away.
You're cut, man. You're cut.
You're cutting me off.
Can't give away your stuff.
Oh, let's leave it to the audience.
Next thing, 3D printer. Here, guys. Here you go.
No, that's crazy. I may do a laser.
Oh yeah.
I may do a laser. That's in the works right now. So I may be doing a laser giveaway. What?
Are we done with Ron's pictures? Because I'm going to say hi to people in the chat.
Yeah.
Are we done?
Yeah, but before we do that, we're going to go into commercial break. We'll be right back. So hang tight, folks. We'll be back with Q&A.
Need to blow up a crate dragon? We got you covered. Need to recover stolen goods from a Jawa? We got you covered. With the Cobb Vamp Detonator Kit, you can get your stuff back quick. Bombs sold separately. 4 easy payments of $16.25. That's right. 4 easy payments of $16.25. Crazy Whitey, where his prices are insane.
Wow. That is insane. That is insane. That whole thing was wow.
Yeah. Whew. You don't know how many times it took me to do that. Like 8 times.
Right.
Like,
you're gonna blow up Jawas and stuff with that to get your stuff back, right? That's
yeah. I'm messing around this time, man.
I can get with
that.
No
way. I'm messing around.
Hey, wait. Ron, you don't have yours.
No. Right. I'll do what Cameron did and just.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the stuff. That's
all right, Dave. Go for Q&A. All yours. What do we got? Who we got out there?
All right. Wanted to say hi, Resin Bell's out there. Dennis from Black Market Outpost. What's up?
I know him.
Brian from the Smuggler's Room.
I know him.
Kevin Conca. Galaxy Garage, Jesse Compost.
Hey.
What's he up to? Josh Whitmore.
Yep.
Made 4. I think that's Jake. What's up? James from the Rebel Base Build is there. J.I. Rick is there. Oh, yeah. And Kelly from Props and Villainy. How could we forget? Garland from Garland's Workshop. Wow, a lot of people. I'm getting dry here. Hold on a second. Martin Ceramic Colon is there. Brocatus Garage. Tony from Daka Bay 327. Jigsaw Jedi himself.
Yeah.
Flex is over here. Star Wars 77 Flex looking for a handout. David Arena was here. And Mr. Tenius is in the house.
Wow,
I think I got everybody. Sweet.
Cool.
All right, so
thanks for joining us, guys.
For sure. Do we have any questions for Ron or for us?
Let me see here. I do have some.
Uh-oh.
The smuggler himself, Brian says, how long before you get into the rest of the basement, Ron? Huh?
I'm working on that every day. I'm like, hey,
get rid of that pool table, man. You don't need that pool
I've
table.
been trying to, but it's not, man. I don't. What's going to have to happen? Much like Brian, she's going to have to when she goes off to out of town. I'm just going to have to. It's just going to have to happen. And then when she comes back, I'll be like, I don't know what happened. Some little, I don't know. People came in, they tied me up, and they started building stuff. Who am I to tell them no? Chicago is pretty crazy town. It is.
You know what I mean?
Come in, they, They start building stuff in your house, and then they push you back in. And be like, now deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, Ron, we got another one for you from Martin. He says, CG-RTIST, you have a very nice setup for your video streaming, but he followed up right behind it saying, except for the cooling.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. The camera overheated. So yeah, gonna write a nastygram to some company and sell it on eBay and get another one. That's how you remedy that.
There you go. I forgot about posted Brian's question. Sorry about that. But here's another one for Brian. How are the acoustics with all the MDF in that room?
You know, surprisingly well. I thought that was going to be an issue. It's not as echoey. Well, I mean, when the sound is on, everyone's like, damn. You know, and like the bass doesn't travel and mess up anything. Speakers in the ceiling there. I've got the rumble under the seat so that when there's an explosion, you feel that. You will feel that. But to get back to your question, yeah, it's not bad at all. I thought I would need some sound deadening in here, but no, all good.
I guess all them little things probably help out too, like all the cuts.
Plus, it helps that there's carpeting. So while it bounces off the ceiling and comes back down, that's when it deadens at that point. You know, so it's probably going right into the carpet. So all good.
Dennis wants to know if it's still 25 cents a game.
It is, and actually the coin return actually works. So you can press a series of buttons that only I know, which I usually set to that when company's over, or you can put quarters in there and it actually works. It'll actually start up the game, makes the sound.
That's awesome.
You know, to indicate you've actually put some money in there. So yeah, they work.
Wow.
And it is only 25 cents, not the 50 cents crap.
That's right. That's all I remember too. Quarter, right?
2 quarters.
Oh yeah.
This is.
Yeah. Here's one from James, Rebel Base Build. Are you going to their upgrade?
Yes.
Or are you happy with that you got in there already?
I'm happy with this because it's 4K. It was expensive for that. It was the cheapest 4K that I could find, first of all. Yes, I do want a short throw because I eventually want to take this thing off the ceiling and have my short throw there. That way when people stand up, light's not hitting them in the face and I don't have to be like, down in front, you know.
My dad always used to say that. Down in front.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see. Here's one from Jake. Ron, what are the names of the elves? Because we know you have some in there working.
I do. They're called Jawas.
Not elves.
Wait, can I say Jawas on the air? Oh no. Okay. Sorry. Ugnaughts.
Yeah, Jawas is racist.
Yeah, Ugnaughts.
Wow.
But we all
Last
know
question.
Jawas don't, you know, they just steal this stuff. The Ugnaught.
J.R. Rick says, when is someone going to do a tutorial on wife convincing?
Oh my.
Thanks for the Star Wars door advice, Ron.
Yep.
That's awesome.
First off, wife convincing. That's going to be one of those epic videos. I mean, we have to go through the whole storyline. We have to go through some roses, a lot of chocolate, and whatever she wanted to buy.
Adult beverages?
First. Then we have to go through the stage of the benefits of converting an entire basement or a room. Then there's just
that's right.
We'll end it with just crying and pleading. Please, all my friends have it. I don't want to be left out. You know, so that's how you do it. Yep.
Man, Ado, I have a question for Ron. Now that you're a YouTube star, does it get any easier in telling your wife about this stuff? Like, I got to do it for the
yes.
channel, and you know.
Oh yeah, get out of a whole bunch.
Did it make it easier?
Yeah, a little bit. It's like, hey, are you going to go to me? Go to the party with? Can't YouTubing. Nope, gotta finish it. I've got to finish. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. No, yeah. She doesn't. I don't think she cares. I mean, not in a bad way. She just like, you do whatever. You've already ruined one room. What else? You can do? So hopefully, I can get that basement done with that attitude, right? Now,
there you go.
Been extremely supportive of it, so that's been pretty cool.
Dennis from
edit,
Dennis from Black Market Office. Yeah, look what Dennis wrote from Black Market Office. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
I'm going to do that when she goes out of town and be like,
yes.
I'm going to be like, I don't know what happened. I lost control. I'm sorry.
That's like a rule, I think, right? Or something somewhere.
Yeah. And so my new theater is out in the backyard somewhere.
Yeah. Somebody just said it. You were trying to get your wife to edit. Look at what Brian says. Just convince her to build along with you and then edit your videos. It works for me.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pulled a Bob's Burgers Tina sound on that one. If you've watched the show, you'll understand.
I can barely keep my wife down in the basement with me for 2 minutes. She's not going to edit for me. No way.
Nope.
I
Although,
wish.
the wife shows off all of this more than I do because she has friends that come over and she's like, "I'll come down and see." And then I see them with the wine at this bar here, and they're watching the movie, and I come in like, "You're invading the space. This is a man cave." No,
man cave,
I'm actually happy that she's enjoying it because in the beginning she was like, "You know what? I'm not coming down there until it's finished. I don't want to see it. I just don't want to see it."
That is pretty awesome.
And when this whole wall was completely destroyed, and I have pictures on my website, I was so glad she didn't come down here because I could almost hear it. I could hear it. What have you done? I mean, it was bad. It was like to the point where, like Dave, I was like, I want to change that back wall. I was at that same pose, like I have bitten off much more than I can chew. Wow, how am I going to fix this? I mean, there was a time of pure panic.
Wow. Yeah, how could you allow this, Ron? Steel magnolias on the Death Star.
Right? That's great. Yeah, it happens often. More often than I would care to say.
Kelly says his wife gives him the middle finger.
Yeah. Oh, I've gotten that too. You don't want to talk about the rest of the basement.
Wow.
My wife does do like you said, where I don't want to see it unless it's finished, and then she'll come down. She's like, "Wow, I'm very proud of you," and then she leaves immediately.
Yeah, what's up with that? Stay and enjoy and pick up that saw and help me.
Yeah. Listen, Resident Bell has a good question. Check this out. If money was no object, what would your next project be?
If money were no object, like I won the lottery or something, Star Wars World. Well, of course, it wouldn't be called Star Wars World because then the mouse would come after me. But it would be an entire like mall-sized.
Yes.
This, but I'd buy an abandoned mall, 2-level, of course, and this would be the mall, and people could come in and film their shows in it, or kids can play and all.
Ron,
hire some people to be secure.
Ron, we could finally get them doors that go up. Up and down.
You have no idea. It would. Yes, if money were no object, that is what I would do. Yep.
Well, awesome.
Who's the guy who did the doors that go up and down in the Star Wars Builders Group?
Jake.
Jake,
from
right?
State Farm. Yeah.
Yeah, Jake, that's right.
I envy that door and so many more that I've seen since. I'm like, that's a good idea.
That was really a good idea too. That he it was for his resin or 3D printer to hold in like the fumes and stuff too.
Yep.
He says, "Hire me."
Yeah,
but we're not talking about him. The show's about you, Ron.
When I get my mall, I'm going to have to get everybody from the builders group. I need all hands on.
Wouldn't that be cool? If we could all just get together and build.
That would be a dream come true. Right after that, and when the mall's finally done, then I can rest. Then I'm done.
It will never be done. If we can't even finish a little bedroom.
Right?
How are we ever going to finish a mall?
Especially all of us, because everyone's going to continue to work on.
Yeah. This. Oh well, I think this could be better over here. Oh,
Yep.
All right, Dave.
Love it,
Dave. Same question for you. If money was no object, what would you do?
I wouldn't be a mall. Even though the mall's a good idea, that's too small. I would hire like this big area for people like me and Ron and you to hang out, acres, and we'll do it. Like we'll build a full-size Millennium Falcon whatever.
Yep.
Whatever. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I would be brought it along the same thing. I would do like resorts, but they're all connected, but like in universe. So like you get to go to Hoth and stay in Hoth, and it's cold.
Yeah.
In the bars and everything's cold. And then you go to the next one, and you're Tatooine, and you go in the next.
That's a good idea.
And then you get to stay in those little huts. Like if you go to Batuu, they have those little rooms, those little huts built in, and with the doors, and you're like, oh, I want to go up there and open it. I wonder what's inside of it, you know?
Yeah.
And you want to stay in there, and have them the Millennium Falcon and TIE fighters and X-wings and
imagine that waking up in that environment and then going and building something out there.
And it's mandatory. You got to dress the part too, just like on the cruise. You can't be coming in with just regular.
Yeah,
I don't care what the skill level is.
Hey Ron, how do I use a spanner wrench? What the hell? What am I going to do with this?
Yeah, I mean, no matter what your skill, if it's just putting some cardboard on and that done, you're in. But regular street clothes and all, it's not going to work in those places. Nope.
That is too awesome.
Definitely not.
Here we go. We a lot of questions coming in.
Okay.
Ron, where can folks find you?
So there's many. There's the big three. There's my YouTube channel. There's Instagram. I'm not really doing a whole lot on Facebook, which is odd. So and
TikTok.
Yeah.
Are you dancing on TikTok?
I put one video out on TikTok, and then I canceled I got rid of the program. I don't know what's happened with it since. I just one day I'll get there. And then I have my own website that I built too. So I've got that.
All right. Yep, folks, we're throwing all those links right now, both to his Instagram, Facebook. Believe it or not, I added that Ron in there. Facebook is going out there as well.
Well, now I got to do that. Thanks.
Yeah, YouTube. So all those links are coming out. Make sure you guys go over, follow him, give him a like, give him a listen.
And he's got a Patreon too.
I do have a Patreon. That. Wow.
You do have a Patreon.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything on there though. I don't know how to advertise, sadly.
Hey,
you just did.
Yeah. Go to my Patreon, and if you like what I do, help me buy a beer, coffee.
No, that's another website.
Sorry.
Well, I didn't.
Dennis did one of them. Dennis did that.
Yeah, I didn't have your Patreon page, so we're going to have to send that out to everybody.
Sure.
But I'm glad to know that you do have a Patreon. I'm definitely going over there and look for you and take care of that too. So
there's also T-shirts. I don't really. I did one shameless. There's one now. I did one shameless plug, and then I deleted it because I was like, this doesn't feel right. I'm not good at asking the public for money.
Yeah.
I'm good at asking mom for money. That's weird. But the general public to help support, I'm not good at that. I don't know. I have to get better with that.
Yeah.
You just got to think about it this way, Ron. It's not really about begging for money. It's helping to do your craft so they could watch more stuff,
Because the mall's not going to get built on its own, I guess. So,
That's right.
There you go. That is my campaign. Help me build a mall. Or at least buy one and then build from there.
Yes, and more doors everywhere.
Yes, and doors that go up and down and not
up, down, left, right, huge, small. We're going to make everything move. No, that's too Star Trek-y.
We don't do that here.
Well,
no, I kid. I actually like Star Trek too, so it's all good.
All right, we have where Kelly says from Props and Villains says, I bought a Ron T-shirt.
He did. He's one of 3. No. And I thank you for that. Thank you. You're all right.
No, I'm assuming this is Dan or Dave, one of the two from inside the booth.
That's Dan.
Yeah. All right. Listen, Dan. You got koozies on your show.
Yeah, okay. He does, and neck gaiters and stuff. I mean, I need more cool stuff. That's what it is.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. No, and he's got a flamethrower, courtesy of
that. Dave. I have a used liver. If and I got 2 kidneys, so I can probably give you one of those.
Oh
have some money now. I'll even put this logo on the liver for you. CNC'd even.
Hey, you guys are getting out of control here, man.
Sorry.
Out of control.
Lost control. Just calm down. Everybody just calm down.
All right, we did find your Patreon. It just went up on the link. We have it on there, folks. Make sure you check out his Patreon. Yeah,
Man,
Barbie's no joke. She's quick.
Wow.
Check him out. Oh yeah.
So that's what my Patreon is.
I hear he gives away free stuff.
Yeah, livers
Liver.
and kidneys, used ones. They're kind of.
Wow.
And you could go to his house and play his machine for $0.25.
You could.
You can't beat that.
No.
You're in Illinois. You know where to come.
It's what we all love him.
Yeah.
I would love to see your place in person, Ron. It's
the highlight of it, I think.
crazy. Like I only get to see that camera view when it's shooting down the lane. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
I would love to see that in person.
I can't move that one around. I have to move the laptop camera around. But yeah, nothing's really turned on right now.
Yeah.
Speaking. Okay, wait a minute. I have a photo of that thing. I forgot to bring that one up. Hold on, Ron. We got to talk about one more piece.
Oh, there's the light. The light. Don't look into the light.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't talk about this one.
Yes. So
Yeah.
the one on the left was the original design that I made. That was on a smaller CNC that I had to make 4 individual parts because it was so tiny.
Mhm.
And it covered most of the screen up. It was just this little area that you could see what was going on. So I was like, you know what? I want the shape to be bigger. So that's when I made the one on the right, and that's what I've stuck with. And the other one, that picture is actually, I just decided to just call it wall art and just hang it in my my office.
And you did that on the CNC?
Yep.
Okay. It really looks like it was like plasma cut. It's so cool.
Yeah, that was one of the earlier projects on the CNC.
Yeah, and he just had a big picture of Star Destroyers in the beginning, right?
Yeah,
And now you
it was
have
too static, you know.
Yeah, and then I think you put a TV behind it. Looks awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, this thing comes off, and then your TV's here, and then I got a little player that's on the side here that plays everything through this. So.
Wow, that really came off quick there.
Yeah, it's the French
magnet
metal.
Oh, okay, nice.
Gravity.
Sweet. I love French cleats.
Yep.
I can't talk.
Tony from Docking Bay 327. Did you see that? We got to add that to your room. Tony,
his room, man.
Oh, yeah, his stuff is cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I think he's working on something else. I can't wait to see that. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, we got another great show for you lined up next week on Monday at 8 p.m. Make sure you join us. But I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. I'm going to let that one be a surprise to everybody when we post it. So make sure you join us here next week on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a good one as well. But before we do any of that, Ron, thank you for being a guest. We want to give you the Fab Floor. It's all yours. Tell the folks what you got going on your show and your YouTube and all that good stuff you got going on.
All right. So I have a camera that overheats and it's for sale. That's going on eBay. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And aside from that, so I mentioned it earlier. I'm working on a Droid. It's up there 3D printing now. And I also have some styrene. So I'm thinking of making another Droid. That one will be Imperial. So there'll be, and I know the wife's going to love this, but there's going to be droids making noise and going all around on their own. Maybe I'll turn it into a Sentry. So it just roams the house in the middle of the night. Weird. But anyway, I've got that. One of my latest videos was this box that I needed to build to go around my laser because, as you know, the garage gets super dusty. So I had to make that. That thing still needs to be textured, detailed, and weathered. In fact, I'm working on
You mean the Voltron foot?
Yeah, exactly, the Voltron foot. It does look like that now that you said that. That's funny. As soon as I read that comment, I'm like, it is a giant claw. But basically, I have a video where I'm going to go through a program called Lightburn, and I'm going to go through a tutorial of how to, from scratch, create a design in that and then send that over. So if you have a laser, be it a CO2 or diode, like one of the more affordable lasers, you could use either or to make this thing out of some 1/8 plywood or balsa wood. And so I'm going to make a little control panel and take that from design in Lightburn to finish. So that's coming out pretty soon. In fact, that was supposed
Lightburn's a powerful program.
Yeah, I love that little program. Yeah, you could do it in Illustrator, but or Inkscape, that would be the free choice. But
Yeah.
Lightburn, the thing I like about that is I can actually talk to the printer with that program. So I'm going to show that, including the burning, the painting of it. So that'll probably be a 2-part video. Let's see what else.
Hey, you ever going to get a camera? Are you going to get a camera for that?
I am going to get a camera. That's nice.
No,
oh, you mean
no, I mean
laser?
not that, but for the laser. Yeah.
Yes, I am going to get a camera for the laser so I can do placement and everything. So Brian and I we've been working with the lasers, and we've been helping each other out trying to figure this thing out, because unlike a Glowforge and all that, everything's manual. So you got to figure out how many times the laser has to go around before it finally burns through the material and all that. So I'll go through that type of stuff as well. So that's coming up. The dioramas for the shadow boxes that are out there. So I have to do that. Then I still have weathering that I have to do on this door and the fake door and the other motion door. So there's that. And this, you guys are hearing this first. In the theater, something I saw, of course, is what happens. You go on Facebook now and you see something, and you're like, oh, I want to do that. But what I'm thinking of doing is changing that screen area over there. Mm-hmm. Much like the wall that's behind me on this side, I'm going to push that out just a little bit and have the screen more recessed in there, and then have these columns will go away and make way for the LEDs and everything to be on the side. So it'll almost look like you're looking into a door, but at the screen.
Wow.
Yeah. So you're right. This never does end. What are you gonna do?
Oh, that's like the door that you always have showing on the background, right? Where it looks like you're
right.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I saw someone in the
sweet.
group make one, and then I saw someone else in the group have it where he had these doors that open to reveal. I think it was like his back window or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it would be nice to have kind of a door that it's like this, and then part of it slides and the other part slides. That way I can get away with it kind of stagnating over to reveal the screen.
Right. Ooh. Now you got one more plug-in, your show.
Yes. So hopefully you guys can check out the Almost Star Wars show. It's myself, James, Brian, Dennis from Black Market Outpost. We all get together. It's basically like we're just friends hanging out on the couch talking about Star Wars and other stuff. Like Blade Runner, Alien, stuff like that. Mostly sci-fi, but yeah. And then it's
almost Star Wars.
It's almost. And the almost part is because we talk about other 80s stuff, or just whatever we feel like talking about, really. We talk about tools and stuff or techniques, and now we have to steal that foam glue and talk about that, so stuff like that. That you guys never saw that here first. You saw that on our show first.
You got it. Well, Ron, thank you for being our guest on the show. You're phenomenal. It was our pleasure. And folks,
definitely our pleasure.
To all our viewers, we thank you as well. We love you guys. We appreciate you. And we'll see you guys on the next live show. Bye, folks.